I think a year is just a season in your life. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define your self-worth.
Yeah.
It doesn't define what you deserve.
Yeah, true.
You know? So instead of like just looking at our wins or our goals, whatever we were able to achieve in a particular year or a season in our lives. So we are able to just look at our journey. Like, where have you been?
Yeah.
You know, when you look at it from that perspective, then you're able to be like, oh my God, I've really, really come from far. I have achieved a lot. Even though, to say, for example, 2025 I didn't do much, but I have reasons to be grateful for when I look at my life as a journey.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Love Corner Show. In case you're new here, this is the Love Corner Show where we talk about issues, love, and life by sharing our stories, experiences, and perspective. Guys, I really know that it's been a long time since I was here. Yeah, and it feels good to be here. And I also hope that it's not too late for me to wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Like you can see, we are in a new setup, courtesy of Maono Podcast Studios. Yay! I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have a co-host. Yes. She's a familiar face. She's been here before as a guest, and now she's coming in as a co-host. Please allow her to introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Furaha Hesketh and I am so excited to be co-hosting on this show with my girl Janet Kaluki.
Welcome. I really feel so happy to like actually be doing this with you.
Me too.
Oh my God. So tell us, what are we talking about today?
Today we are going to talk about the lessons that we got from 2025 that we are carrying forward to 2026. Yeah.
Wow. So how was your 2025?
2025 really shook things up for me. Yeah, it was the year that really, all the things that I thought I knew, 2025 came and said, hold up, no, that's not what I meant. This is now what I mean. Now learning all that through the chaos and the shaking things, but also very exciting. I got to try a lot of new things. I had many firsts, well, good and bad, but it was really it was really full of experiencing things and moving and doing things for me. Yeah, and now also reflective. Yeah.
So in which one was more weightier? Is it the highs or the lows for you?
I'd say many were the lows. So I went through things that would take me to the lowest of low. But now that made me redefine my highs. Because now every time I'd come out of them, it was not like an exciting yay, but it was like a slow calm, a slow, peaceful, relaxed kind of excitement, which is not like adrenaline high, but it's more beautiful. And you're like, interesting.
Okay.
Like every time, interesting. Yeah. So it made me just calm and yeah.
All right. So for me, 2025 had a lot of highs. As in, it was the year that I experienced a lot of the things actually that I had planned to do in that year. I was able to achieve them. Yeah, I was so happy. It had a lot of highs for me. And also, it's also
exciting.
I think also the way like I look at life, I tend to always look for reasons to be like grateful for.
Yeah.
And I practice that like passionately and consistently.
That's really
and very
nice.
intentional in 2025. And I think it also played a part in like, because I was actually looking for reasons to be grateful for. So I kept on finding these
Reasons to be grateful.
Yeah,
I
to be
see.
grateful for.
Okay.
Yeah, and also while I was reflecting on the year, I came across a quote that said, you might have a long way to go, but gosh, look at how far you've come.
Oh.
And it really resonated with me and also helped me to understand
Yeah.
that sometimes we judge ourselves, or even we tend to judge ourselves according to things that we were able to achieve within a year. And those things actually, that I think a year is just a season in your life. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define your self-worth.
Yeah.
It doesn't define what you deserve.
Yeah, true.
You know? So instead of like just looking at our wins or our goals, whatever we were able to achieve in a particular year or a season in our lives.
Yeah.
So we are able to just look at our journey, like where have you been?
Yeah.
You know, when you look at it from that perspective, then you're able to be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I've really, really come from far. I have achieved a lot.
Yeah.
Even though, to say, for example, 2025 I didn't do much, but I have reasons to be grateful for when I look at my life as a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting way of looking at it, because sometimes we focus so much on what we do and what we do not do. But all those things, they do matter, yes, but who you become through them is what matters the most. So if you can always go back and sit down and say, okay, see how far I've come, that means it's me, not all the other things.
Yeah.
Then you really give yourself a pat on the shoulder and tell yourself, you know what? You've done amazing.
Even you also like very you give yourself grace. You're not hard on yourself.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh yeah, I've really been.
Yeah.
You know, when I look at my life, I'm like, I've come from far. So I'm a badass kind of a chick because I've overcome so many things.
Yeah.
So meaning that this particular season in my life does not define me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good way to look at life because you're able to like be graceful to yourself. That is what I'll say.
Well, then when you put it like that, then I'd say I've come so far. 2025, as much as it shaked things up for me, well, I've come so far. Yeah. I'd say I've come so far. Well, so now let's go to the teachings.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we learned in 2025, for me, it was choose yourself first. I think that was the biggest lesson for me. Because now when everything was chaos, up and downs, the only thing that was left, the constant in all those things, was always me. It was always me. It is in this low, it's still me. It is in that high, it is me. And to be honest, I didn't know what that meant. So you see, every time we listen to podcasts, we listen to people say, choose yourself, choose yourself. And most of the time, sometimes I say, maybe those people are just saying, oh, but there are other people that you're not living in isolation, you have to be mindful, you have to do this. But last year is the year that I knew, you know what, I am the center. Everything else is now outside that center. So how I interact is a matter of aligning. It is, does this align to who I am, to who I want to become, to where I am going? Because now that gives you a sense of direction. And it can be very unsettling, especially if you're encountering it through situations. Yeah. So because theory is not working for you, what happens is you find yourself in a situation where if you choose, you're damned. If you don't choose, you're damned. So what do you do?
You have to make a choice.
You have to make a choice. And I realize that when you're met with such kind of situation, honestly, it's usually a redirection to bring you back to yourself, because it doesn't matter what you choose, you still lose. So it means at that point, it is a matter of you choosing yourself. And if you choose yourself, then you can never lose. Because now you're like, well, at least I chose myself. Yeah. So whatever happens. So whatever comes, I'm willing to carry it. I'm willing to bear it. So the first thing happens like that. You're like, you go back to the same pattern and routine. Life says, hold up. It's like you didn't learn the first time. Another one. Then you're like, okay, what do I do? And it gets so frustrating because you're not at peace. You're a bit confused, or you're just not happy. It's just a lot of things that remind you how this is not aligned to who you are or what you want or the needs that really matter to you. And you're just like, you know what? I'll not fight it. I do not know what consequences will come. And sometimes you think that, oh, the consequences are so big. Then you choose yourself and you're like, it was that easy to do. So now that returned me to my center of choosing myself first. And now from there on, choosing the things that are aligned to this self, and now getting to know this self. Okay, who is this person that I am meeting? What does she need? How do I learn to sit with her? And it was very uncomfortable, but also exciting. Now that I look back, it was really good. Yeah.
Wow,
and I'm carrying that one this year.
This year, okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I learned to involve God in my plans. I feel like sometimes we always like plan, and then we'll be like, God, this is what I want. These are the things. This is like the route I want to take in my life. Instead of praying to God to enable you to realize like what is your purpose. And then to walk in alignment with that. So that whatever goals you want to achieve, are they serving? Because I believe we as human beings, our sole goal in this world is to be of service to other people. As much as, yes, you also want to live a good life and enjoy life, but you also need to serve other people. I feel like that is the ultimate goal.
Me too.
So if my goal is to have, for example, a car, why do I want it? Do I want it so that people can see, oh, Janet is, driving the newest, I don't know what?
Important, but not
it's
necessary.
It's not that important. Is it whatever you're praying to God to have, is it something that is going to help in service of other people? That is the question. So for me, the reason why I was able to really achieve most of the goals I set, I believe it's because I aligned. I asked God, is it your will for me to have this and this and this? And if it's your will, then you're going to make ways whereby I'm going to be able to achieve those goals. I'm going to be able to implement whatever I want. You're going to set a path for me. You're going to make a way. I don't know. You're going to light a path for me, whatever it means. But I'm going to get there. That is what involving God in my plans meant. And I did. Because I believe that there's actually a verse in the Bible that says, God,
preach, sister, preach.
Guys, I'm not your fussy, but I want to encourage someone. There's a verse in the Bible that says, God's blessings brings no sorrow. And that means, what is sorrow? Like having to also compromise your values and your standards, and your dignity. So if it's work related or I'm doing something, I want money, does it mean that I have to do things that are not sitting well with my spirit for me to get, whatever I want? So, if it's God's, then God is going to make a way to help me to be able to achieve.
For me on that, wow, that's so profound. For me on that, I learned, my lesson on that was trust in God. Trust in God. Last year in all those chaos, it just returned me to the aspect of, you know what, even the things that you think you know, or the things that you've planned, that you'd want them to go this way. You know that verse that says, trust in... a man plans, but it is God who establishes his steps. I think there's a verse that says something like that.
Makes sense.
The establishing, it is, if it happens, then it is God's will, because he made those options possible for you. But if those options were not made possible, then that was God's will for those options to not be possible for you. And it was a bit feeling like, what is happening? Because why are the options that I thought would be here not here? And then I had to just sit and say, you know what, I will sit and wait. And that is a lesson that I struggled with, because for the past a number of years, I've been the person who is just, on the move, going, doing this, doing that. You plan this thing in Ingiliana, you do this, it is going well. But now you have to sit. You'll have to let your feet sit in the waters. There's absolutely nothing you can do. There's nothing that is in your control. In fact, it is you to say, you know what, I'm mahali nimefika ni sawa, let me just sit here. I don't have to do anything. It doesn't have to make sense. I don't even have to know what I am thinking at this point, because honestly, there's nothing that I can do. And that moment of like total surrender and say, you know what, God, let your will be done.
Yeah.
Whatever you are doing with me, I'm not understanding it at all. But I know
I trust you.
I trust you.
Yeah.
I know you cannot do things that are not good for me. They don't look like it right now. But your plan is always greater than whatever I'm going through. And now when I look back, I'm like, okay, that was really, really realignment. Because if it was up to me to still do the things that I thought were best for me in that time, I will still be in the same patterns that were very unhealthy for me. I will still be in the same kind of relationships that were not really aligned to the things that are important to me. I will still be in that circle and it will still bring frustrations to me. So I learned that whatever is happening, whether it looks like it is going your way or not, everything is just God's will. Just trust in God. Trust, do your part. Trust in God. God, this is what I am doing right now. I am sitting. I am trusting in you. God, show me a sign. God, bring, you know what, just do whatever you do best.
Okay. It's like even a farmer, the way they go and plant seeds, you know, they plant seed and having faith that God is going to bring rain, you know?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And when we are saying that you wait on God, we are not saying that you should not do your work. Do your part. Do what you need to do. And then leave the rest to God. And also, that is also aligned to like involving God, meaning that you're not trusting in your own strength, in your own skills, in your own, you know, knowledge. You're just trusting in God to like pave a way, to actually carry you towards, you know, achieving whatever
you want
to.
to.
Because I don't know, I might be who is becoming too spiritual, guys, you know? Because I feel like in this world, I don't know if there's anything. For me, where I am, I think my life is a testimony of like, I can never be who I am today if God was not involved.
Yeah. That's
just say
that's true. There's some things that I look at and I'm like, that was just divine alignment and intervention, because that one could not have happened. What are the odds of this line A to be here in this moment, this B to be at the same place, C and D, and you think it's your doing?
It's not.
That is just something that was already meant to happen like that. And that is scary, but also, yes, it's scary in a way,
indeed.
because sometimes you like to know that whatever I'm doing matters. And yes, it does matter, because that's you uniquely expressing yourself, doing the things that you want to do. But then there's another thing that is here, that is just God's will and just God's favor. Things just happen and you're like, hey, okay. Okay.
So it's my turn.
No, that one was yours.
Oh, it's mine. It's yours.
It's my turn.
Okay,
So another lesson that I learned last year as a young adult is
Tell us.
study your money patterns. Study your money patterns. Hey, money. I came to realize that before I noticed, I didn't have a healthy relationship with money. And it's easy for us to say what baby girl needs, baby girl gets. But baby girl is working so that she can be able to afford ABCD. But money is a whole other world on its own. There is a way that you look for money. There is a way that you grow money. There is a way that you manage money. There is a way that you spend money. Like, they're just different things. And there is just like a pattern in how you handle your money.
There's a psychology.
Yes, behind it. Yes. So are you the person that if everyone has an emergency, you're the first person to give your nini? I used to be that kind of a person, that whatever emergency that comes, I'm like, oh, that's really important. So that means I will put everyone else's needs for money first and mine last. That okay, nikishamaliza kusort hizi, that's when I'll do. But ukishamaliza kusort hizo unarudi unapata oops, hakuna ile ya kudu chenye ulikuwa unataka kudu.
It's a firstborn thing.
Hakuna ya kufanya. So uko like, hey, kitu ingine imekuja, you're like, hey. Then I got that kind of emergency time yenye sina do. Sina hata ile ya kusema that sawa, acha ni kusort alafu nitajisort. And it was in that moment that I came back to my center and I was like, I really want to help in this situation, but hata Mungu anajua sina.
But you see, there's a difference between helping and sacrificing
yourself.
What
Yes.
were you doing? Were you really helping, or you're sacrificing your own
Now
needs?
that I look back, is sometimes I'd sacrifice, and I think maybe many times, because some other things are not that much of an emergency. Or yes, it could be, but in the order of priorities, it's not the first, it's not the second, it's not even the third. But I'd still prioritize is for someone else instead of for myself. During that time, I remember I prayed to God, because now I didn't have, and I was telling God, you know what? You, God, you know why you brought these people in this earth. I was not there the day you made that agreement that they're coming on this earth. And you brought them here, and you made them go through whatever they went through for this time to be in this position, and for me not to be able to help, then you do have a plan. You said you can send Raven to bring people food. Please do the needful for your people. You know them. They are your people. You brought them. You know their hearts. You know, you just know them. So you could just take care of your people, because me right now I can.
You were tired of taking
I
care
was like,
of people.
Si mimi peke yangu naweza wasaidia, kukona mwenye aliwaleta anaweza wasaidia. And I didn't realize how much powerful of that prayer was, because I didn't know hata ni wapi mtu atapata help. And then someone tells you, by the way, nimesaidika nini? And I was like, kumbe nimekuwa nikibeba, thinking that it is only me.
Your responsibility.
Yes, but honestly, God has other ways. Now that's when I told myself, okay, what else am I bebaring? That
I
God
need
can do it.
To tell God to help
To
me.
help me do it, and also help me do the ones that are mine. Then I sat and looked, and I was like, okay, hapa ndio nimekuwa nikijipiga chenga, hapa ndio nimekuwa nikifanya hivi, hapa ndio nimekuwa nikifanya hivi. So instead, I'll prioritize. I'll do like a specific budget. I'll know how much money comes in, what do I spend on, how often do I get, is it really a necessity? Is it something I can do without? Is it something I can reschedule and do it later? And then you look back in December and you're like, nimekuwa mtu mzima.
Yeah, is it a need or a want?
Yes.
Can I live without this thing?
Yes.
So I think that's the questions.
Yes.
That you need to ask
Hamkutuambia tukiingia adulthood.
okay.
Unajua unakuwa adult, unapata kazi, unaanza
adapt you, be
kufanya
my small
mavitu
sister.
zako.
I teach you these things.
But it's
Yeah,
really
but
interesting
it's really
to learn.
interesting
To learn as you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else did you learn?
Interesting. For me, I learned that no one is coming to save me. Whichever area in my life that I'm not happy, I'm not content with, I need to do something. I need to do something. I need to find ways to like sort it.
Yeah.
Because no one is coming to like,
Yeah.
even if someone offers help, for
Yeah.
example, whether I'm struggling financially, mentally, physically, someone who offers to like help me.
Yeah.
Let's say I want to lose weight. They pay for my gym, right? They will not go to the gym to like work out for me.
Yeah.
I need to show up every day. I need to be consistent. I need to be, intentional.
Yes.
They can buy me
Yeah.
the gym wear and stuff like those, but they cannot do the work for me.
Yeah.
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 So, and in many areas in our lives, we always think that there's someone who's coming to come and rescue you.
Yeah.
It's also like thinking, for example, if I'm a girl who is not like financially well, so I'm thinking, oh, I'll get a husband who has money. Even his money cannot save me,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You'll just do like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
But the rest, you need to
Yeah.
like be there. I think the bottom point is no one is coming to save me in terms of I need to like fight for myself. Yes.
In relation to that, for me, I learned that it starts with you.
Yeah.
Like, because no one is coming to save you, it has to start with you. Anything you want has to start with you.
You need to initiate.
You have to, in fact, you have to build it because it's not even there. How you want people to treat you is how you build it. You cannot say because Omeko can treat you. People can adapt to whatever you start to
You
do
have
now.
to set the standard.
You have to set the standard. It starts with you, how you're carrying yourself, how you're carrying your dreams, how you're carrying your casual time, how everything that you're doing, it has to start with you. And oftentimes, even your healing, even your growth, your mental expansion, it has to start with you. Because I realize there are a lot of things that I keep saying, but I cannot. But you can find justification for everything in your life.
Yeah.
Everything you can find justification. Other people sometimes call them excuses.
Yeah.
Other people, those are a privilege to you that to other people's are not a privilege. So you have to understand the dynamics. But also, if you go back, you have to understand everything has to start from within. If I tell myself I will go to the gym every day, then that means I have to ask myself, what does it take for me to go to the gym?
Yeah.
Because that cost is what people do not calculate, and they end up failing and then still blame everything else. What does it take for me to go? It takes me to pay for the gym. Do I have money to pay for that gym every month? I do not have money. If I do not have money, what do I need to do? Do I need a job? Do I need to save? Do I need kukata kwa ile expenditure yangu? I forgo something so that I pay.
If you can't afford the gym, what can you do? Can I work out
Yes,
at home?
can I work out at home? So before you even come to the other options, just kwanza maliziana na hii. Naweza kata mahali, okay, siwezi, hiyo haiwezekani. So what do I need to do? Why in fact nataka kwenda gym kwa nini? Because probably I want to keep fit. So is there another alternative now that nimeona siwezi lipia gym? Kuko na YouTube naweza enda kuangalia blah blah blah. What are the other alternatives? Do I have access to those alternatives? Is it bundles? Do I need to buy bundles? Like it just has to, you have to care enough about it. It just has to matter to you for you to do it. And now that cut across almost everything. In everything that you're doing, even in friendships, even in your work, it has to matter to you like that. No one is coming to show you how to do this. Someone can come and help you and meet you halfway, and then they cannot come and kukuanzisha. They can expose you to a certain environment, but kitu inakuweka hapo ni bidii yako. Your unfair advantage will take you to the door. Wewe ni mrembo, umeitwa job, jue ni mrembo. Sawa umefika hapa, but unajua kutumia Excel.
You have to have a skill at least.
Uko kwingine haitakusaidia kama hauna hiyo skill, hakuna shida. Can you learn? Can you learn how to do something? Are you teachable? It just has to start with you, and that is scary a bit, but also it reminds us that responsibility, you cannot outsource responsibility to someone else. You're just responsible for who you are, where you want to go. What kind of things, consequences you're willing to carry, what kind of things you want to be associated with. It just has to start with
the burden at the end of the day lies with you.
Yes, it is a cost, but it is your cost to pay. It is your cost to pay.
Was that mine or yours?
That one was yours, and then I added on it.
Okay.
For me, another thing that I learned last year was lean into your support system. Lean into your support system. I think that is something that, well, I cannot talk for everyone, that I was not accustomed to do. Sitaki kujustify niseme it's because I am a firstborn daughter. It's because, wewe ndio kila kitu unafanya. But at some point that a firstborn daughter.
I am a
firstborn daughter. But you can relate. So
it's
you're like,
very hard.
Yes, you're like, can I trust you with me?
Because to
the same level.
Because you're used to carrying other people's in your back. So you're like, who can carry me?
First it's hard to even say, I need to be carried.
Because,
Yes. Or you're saying, let me carry this, paka wakati nikifika, mwisho mali siwezi, ndio nitakuita. So we end up carrying a lot by ourselves.
Yeah. Or is it because as firstborns, I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like it gives us a sense of strength. When people see you carrying all this. So it's everyone, I don't know. People think that you're strong even when you're not. So you're unable. For me, I struggle with that, like showing I'm actually not as strong as you guys think.
Yeah. I think it's that thing of always showing up from a very young age. Like you always show up, whether you can do it or not, you show up first. So because you show up first, you carry the weight of the responsibility. In fact, you start seeing that ile inakuja na ile ni responsibility. You anticipate such kind of things. And you're also the person that people come to for help. So kama wewe ndio unakuja kwangu, if I come tell you the things that I'm going through, maybe that will break your world. Because utasema sasa kama wewe unapitia hizo, mimi nitasaidiwa na nani mwingine?
You see, the way I was saying, it's a sense of like strength or whatever. So you don't want to be seen as weak.
But it's all in our heads, I'd say. Now I'm realizing it's all in our heads because even the people who come to us for support, they do not expect us to always be the pillar of strength. And sometimes when you always show up like that, if they do not have a way for them to show up for you, then they feel like you don't need them. And us as human beings, we are wired to, well, there's something I can give. I cannot just take.
Yeah.
There's something I have to give. So I remember back, there was a friend of mine who told me, you're my friend, you're my best friend, but I'm not your friend. Huh? She said, yes, but I'm not your friend because I do not have the opportunity to show up for you. For me, you show up for me every time. I never feel alone in the things that I'm going through. But for you, sometimes it's even hard to see if you really need a friend or not. So last year I had to really lean into my support systems with all the things that I was going through. Because now you carry it and then it's just heavy and you cry.
But I feel like they are friends. For me, the way I've categorized my friends, they are people that I want to share that weight with. And there are people, no, I don't want you to see that side of me. It's just me. It's got nothing to do with
them. Yeah, there are those ones. But there are even me, the struggle that I used to have is even the people that I'd want them to see me like that, I don't know how to. So unless you catch me in my low moments, nitakuja kuambia kama story ilisha happen. So nime go through it, nime process, nime analyze, nime come up na the lessons, so nakupea story.
Yeah.
So mimi nikikuja, mimi ni story and uko like, na wewe maisha yako ni kama movie. But I was alone through it.
That's typically me.
I was alone through it. You know, I'm telling you the story right now, I'm laughing, but I cried. You know, so that one. So last year, there were too many of those ones that now, some of them came when now I was with my friends. So now someone is concerned and you cannot say it's nothing. Now you're like, you know what, just hold me as I cry and then when I finish, I will tell you. So last year was the year that I involved people right in the middle of the things that I was going through. Just talk it out. This one bothers me like this. I don't know what to do. Also even asking, okay, if it was you, what would you do? And my friends know me, they'll say, I know you will still decide what you want to decide, but there's ABCD to think around. But there's ABCD, you know, those
that
kind of things that you can consider. And that was really helpful because now when I look back, I don't know how I could have survived without them, without their inputs in those things. I don't know. I really cannot pick. Now that I went through it with my friends, with people close to me, I cannot see another way I could have done it without them. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to have your community.
Yeah.
For me, mostly like family. You know, for me, I come from a very close-knit like family. So those are my people. I think also I struggle to like make friends. I have friends, but I don't have many because I also have 2 sisters. So you see,
you're finished. Your friend's conscient.
Yeah, I talk with my sisters like literally about everything.
Yeah.
And we also like tell each other as it is. There's no sugarcoating things. Yeah, so I don't have to be in a friendship where I have to like sugarcoat things when I'm saying. Yeah. Because I'm so used to like that.
Now that you've mentioned, you people who have sisters are sometimes mean friends.
We are mean friends.
Yes, because you don't give us, your friends, the opportunity to have that with you. You know that intimacy of the friendship? You go have it with your sister.
Sisters.
So everything we have here, it is a fight. Before you talk it with me, you've talked about it with your sister. So all the passion, all the anger, all the, opportunity for connection, we don't get it because you've talked. Okay, and then go be friends with your sister. And don't come and talk to me.
There's one thing I've kept in my life. I think it's friendship and autonomy, if that's making sense. If I'm your friends, if you have issues, me and you, I like to like really sort them here. I don't want to. I feel like when I go and tell my sisters, it's like now we are gossiping about you and you're my friend and they will know you. So every time they see you, they look at you in a different eye, be like, huyu ni ule msichana you get. I don't want that.
Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's, I've gone through this. Could you help me see if, because sometimes you can doubt, am I the problem or what happened here? I need a third perspective, which is totally normal.
Totally okay.
But still, that means by the time you're coming to talk about it with now the person, then there is a way that it has, there's usually an opportunity to connect. So during arguments, during fights, there's usually an opportunity to connect. In that, you know what, I feel this, but it's because I care. So that opportunity to connect while talking things out is sometimes a bit lost. But we do understand. So for me, I think I'm feeling jealous because I didn't grow up with a sister. So when I see you run to your sister, I feel like, if I also had a sister, I would run too.
You, it's coming from a jealousy point of view.
Well, no. It is.
Yes.
No, I am friends with you because
anyway,
you're my sister now, and now you have another sister, so you're cheating.
Oh God.
Well, on a light note.
We all love you as our friends in a different. You see, there's a space that you hold in my heart that my sister doesn't hold.
And me, the space that I have, it is all for you.
There's always like
and
room
you have
for
a space for another person. But I get it.
Anyway.
Because if you don't have a brother, then for me, I have a space for my brother, which is something that you'll not get. So
yeah, but I have a brother. I have a small brother. So anyway, let's proceed, girl.
So what other thing did you learn last year?
Another lesson.
Yes, another lesson.
To, surround myself with people who build me. Not people who compete. Like, just surround myself with people who build, not compete.
Yeah.
Because people who build, they are willing to help you, to assist you, to teach you a skill, to even, go extra mile to just show you different ways of thinking.
Yeah.
Because they know you're not competing with me as me, and you don't want to look cuter than me, to have more money than me. It's like you're running your own race. You're just helping you to get there. And also they know that this world is big enough for all of us.
The cake is big for everyone.
Yeah, everyone can have a bite, Yeah. But you see, the people who compete, they always be like, sitaki unishinde. Nitamwonyesha hii kitu Furaha kuna pesa mingi kunishinda.
That's too much energy to get keep.
Yeah, so I've been with such friends. Everyone, like someone who comes even to your house, anaona uko na TV, let's say. Tutasema inchi ngapi kubwa kidogo. Tuseme tu 50 something inches, and now they want to buy a bigger one than that because you have. So that now when I go to their house, I'll find, upgrade. That kind of petty competition.
Yeah.
I don't want it in my life. Wow. I want people who are challenging me to do things.
Yeah.
Kuna hii money market fund yenye nimeona ati inaniletea profit. Janet, let's go there. Let's put our money there,
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's build each other.
Yeah. I think for me, I wouldn't say I've had that experience with friends because first maybe they usually are, but me, I don't see.
You don't see it.
I don't, it's usually not in my awareness that someone is trying to compete with me. Even if someone is trying to sabotage me, I think most of the times, uko kitambo, it has always been shielded from me, that I don't see it like that. Because me, I'm the person who has this mentality. There is nothing in this world that you can take that was meant for me.
Yeah.
There is just nothing. Because even if you say we compete in dressing, me, when I dress, I just look at a color that I think I will look good in.
You also know your
that
body.
I like.
You know.
Yes, and in fact, I'm like, this one I'll wear it for this kind of event. These colors go well with this and this. In the filter that I'm filtering things that I go for, there is no one in that view, at all. So even when I see someone is doing their thing, I'm like, oh, that really is good for you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that is just good. It is generally, that is good for you because knowing you, I know this is something you will go for. Knowing you, this is something that will interest you. Hata watu wenye wako karibu na mimi mabeche zangu, I'm like, okay, that one is good for you. And even if I'm telling you that one is, I'll be like, you're more of this other thing and not more of this. But if you're exploring and experimenting, that's okay. That's good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would fare with people who are trying to compete, but I think they'll just be competing, and I wouldn't even see that they're trying to compete with me. They're trying to ensure that they get the things that are for me.
That you have.
Because even if I take them to the things that are meant for me and they are to feel in, they'll still not do it the same way I do it.
Yeah, it's not even
And I
about
wouldn't
doing
do
it
them
the same way you want it. Have you've not have these friends like, I want that dress, Furaha, just because you have it?
No.
Oh God.
No, I haven't.
Funny, Mimi, what kind of friends do I have?
Mimi, I don't know. Because also, if you want
People,
this...
anyway,
me,
but
most
they're
people,
not friends.
Yes, most people watanambia, I want that dress of yours because unakaa vizuri nayo na sijui nitanunua wapi kama hiyo.
Yeah.
It is usually that.
But you see, even that statement, I want that dress of yours because, like, for example, you just have that dress and then I come and tell you, Furaha, si unipatie hiyo dress yako. Mimi, that statement, what it rings in my bed. How much it's me who overthinks things. I think, I'm like, kwani mimi sifai kukuwa na hii dress. Sifai kukuvaa, wewe ndio unafaa. You see?
I see. For me, I usually
that kind of
yeah
mentality. Yeah,
for me, I usually see it as you're just appreciating my sense of style. And so I've had, especially with my outfits, with a dress navaa ama shoe, someone will say, hey, the shoes. Hey, nataka hata kama hizo zako. Ama someone will say, si uni gift hizo. See, me, how I usually perceive it is, you appreciate my sense of style or dressing. And I usually tell someone, ama mtu anauliza, kwani umebai wapi? I tell them, nimebai mahali fulani. Because actually most of the fits zenye utapata supu zenye utavaa wenye people are like, I would want that, ni zenye umeenda thrifting. So I tell them, this is where I go to, this is where I ninio. And their friends who tell me, in fact, next time unaenda, tuende pamoja. So hata tukiwa tumeenda pamoja, nikiwa nachagua zangu, na tunachagua na wewe, nitakwambia hii inakaa vizuri kwako. Yeah, I will not say it, hii inakaa vizuri kwangu, so jaribu. No, I'll say hii inakaa vizuri kwako. So sijawahi ziperceive hiyo. Unless mtu aniambie, nasikia vibaya kwa sababu. Me, unless you just say it with your chest. That unasikia vibaya jo, mimi hii nguo imenipendeza. So unless you say that.
Even, for example, if you're going to an event, and then, si mimi nimetoka kwangu, nimevaa like clothes, but when I come and see you, I'm like, hi, mi naweza kuingia kwa closet yako niangalie kama kuna nguo inaweza kunifaa. You see that kind of nini. Juu nimeona, you look smarter than me. But mi nimetoka kwangu nikijua, naenda hiyo event. You get? So that is someone who competes. You see? Because they come and see you and be like, hi, kwani naweza kutafuta kwa closet yako kama kuna nguo, naweza chukua. You get? The way you look at that point, there's something in there.
Ime dilute. Like, ni zako tu ndio anapenda na zake ha-appreciate.
Yeah, that is, I don't know. Anyways, give us another.
Well, that one is interesting. Well, another thing. Well, I think I finished mine.
You have?
Another thing that I learned last year is prioritize joy.
Okay.
Prioritize joy. I was the kind of person who, it has to make sense for me to do it. It has to have meaning. You cannot substitute joy for impact.
Oh, so for you, it has to be impactful.
Yes, for me, it used to be. If it's not impactful, I will not do. So the things that I feel like I wouldn't do. And those are the things that you do, you forget about almost everything. You're just really in the moment, practicing it. My friend calls it aliveness. The things that make you feel alive, prioritize them. Because every time you have I keep telling my friends that every time you feel like you're exhausted, it's because you've been doing a lot of things that are not for you. You've been doing things that are not for you. The moment you start to interchange those ones na vitu zenye are for you, specifically as it makes sense to anyone, that can in you usually balances out. And it's because that's how we prioritize joy. If coloring makes sense to you, please do color. If going to the beach to watch a sunrise fills your cup, please fill your cup. There is no one who's coming to fill your cup unless you intentionally set out to do things or put yourself in places where that cup will be filled. Yes. Yeah. Because most of the time, especially in the work that I do in community work, you're always doing something for someone.
It's like you're just giving and
you're
giving,
pouring, but you cannot pour from an empty cup.
True.
Or if there's nothing yenye inaongezeka kwa cup yako, always grow consistently. But in that growth, prioritize joy.
Actually,
prioritize.
I don't know, I think I read somewhere, you're supposed to fill your cup until it overflows.
Yes.
So that the other people that you're serving, they can get from that.
Yes,
not from your cup.
From your cup, you're serving from abundance.
Yeah.
Because also ukiwa na serve from your cup, uko like, ai cup yangu imeanza kukua kidogo, wewe basi leo nitakunyima, wewe leo upati kitu. Because hata mimi hii kidogo, hii nimebakisha ni yangu. You know, haujazi, you're not serving from a point of abundance. Sasa kama hauna unapeana nini yenye hauna.
True.
Yenye sometimes uko like, okay, maybe this is the least I can do. Do the least, but also know that it is your responsibility to feel yours. And joy is where that really find that I get to rejuvenate.
Yeah.
So need to set aside moments that I'm not doing. Because there used to be a time that I would wish I can sleep without thinking of what I need to do. You know, these are my deadlines, all the things that I need to do. There was a time that I craved for just sleep for a whole day without thinking of what is required of me to do. Because my life was like that almost every time. Almost my single second is scheduled for something. Since then I told myself, you know what, I will sleep even if it does not make sense. It doesn't mean that I'm getting behind. It means that I'm playing the long game. I do not want to end a heavy, and then after uko na all the health ailments, crash out, and then now you're operating from, I don't know, a hospital. Then I can do these things consistently because even hata kwa career, because most of the time the thing that comes to your head is, but I'm behind. But watu, wakati mimi nalala mtu ameamka 5 a.m. kuosha uso na maji ya ice. But watu wako na mavillas, but watu wako na...
I think what can help is knowing that there's no competition. You're competing you versus you.
Yes.
You know, when you know that,
then
no pressure.
So also the building, it is you intentionally. What you build is what you... So I told myself, you know what, this is the lane that I want to be in. And because this is the lane that I am choosing, then I am okay with building here. Because mtu mwenye anajenga nyumba ya udongo, hajengi the same way na mtu mwenye anajenga ghorofa. Wewe ya udongo unaweza amka leo na ujenge mbio na umalize by jioni. Well, si jioni really, juu lazima ukandike. In a week, in 2 days umeingia. But huyo mwingine lazima sijui aende license, sijui wapi. Lazima akuwe na architect. Ni lazima sijui ukuwe na nini. So please, let me gather my approvals and licenses. Pole. As I get there, I am okay. Everything else is noise. This is the life that I want to myself. And this is the reason as to why this is what I want. Okay. So because I know that, the rest is noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to add on your point, but for me, it's all about fun. Fun is different for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I used to judge myself because the things that excited people, like going clubbing, and I'm not saying that going clubbing is not good. You do you. If it makes you happy, it sets your soul on fire.
Yeah.
Do it. But for me, I'm a laid back kind of a person. There are things that don't excite me. So I used to feel like, am I like old? Am I out of place? Because am I boring or stuff like those? But I realized that fun is different for everyone.
Yeah.
And for me, I'll do what brings or sets my souls on fire, which makes me feel good about myself without being sorry about it.
Now that you've mentioned that, you've reminded me, there's this thing that people do a lot on social media. Shaming people for their preferences. We cannot all be the same.
We can't.
And there's this meme that was saying, eti, nyinyi watu mnapenda kusoma. Eti, why are you reading a book? Kwa gari, you psychopaths, mngoje mfike home. You so many kitabu yako.
Happy.
It doesn't have to make sense to you. It's okay if I look like a psychopath to you. But I feel, the joy of just sitting kwa hiyo gari ikiwa naenda hivi with your book maninizi naenda. You will never understand. And that is okay. If you do a thing that is for you, you go bungee jumping, something that I will not do. I will not think that you're being careless. I'll be like, that is what sets your heart.
Yeah.
Let's just learn to respect each other's preferences
True.
and what people... And that the reason as to why they all exist, that there is the option of me reading in the car and you going clubbing and that other person going hiking and that other person sleeping at the beach is because they are all necessary for the different kind of people that are here. So please just carve out your niche.
Yep.
And let others be. Don't want everyone to be a mango tree. Wakiwa ni oranges, na apples, na
true.
pineapples.
Just do you.
Do you and let others peer do themselves.
True.
Yes.
Yeah. So another thing, another lesson is I should like go where I am loved, cherished, and appreciated.
Ooh.
Those are like the company I want.
Yeah.
People where, going to places. I feel like sometimes we try so hard to be in communities or with people who don't really value us. We are like over here saying, hey, please like me. I'm here. Please see me. Please. Even when their companies or their engagements are not even making you happy. You're just there trying to smile, and you're not feeling it, you know. This 2026, me,
You're not
if I don't like the company, I don't feel like I'm fulfilled in any way whatsoever. I'm off. And I don't have to explain myself and say, unless one of the people who are there asks me, oh, kwa nini haukujangi maybe kwa this, I'll be like, I don't enjoy it. Yeah. Instead of just like walking around in eggshells.
Yeah, that's true. I think for me, on that is, I realize that you don't need permission to be you.
Yeah.
Just be you and your tribe will come.
Yeah. True.
You will find people who are your tribe because sometimes we spend a lot of time in circles that are not really our tribes or in circles that they are not meant to be our tribe, but they are meant to show us what not our tribe is. We cannot always all be the people who inspire you to good. You need people who you see and you're like, I do not want that.
Yeah.
So
and there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with them being the way they are. But once you realize, I do not want that, that does not align with
person
me.
Maybe you're trying to become.
Yes, I could. If there's a friend of mine who is there, I could tell them, you know what?
Yeah.
It is you that I'm coming to support in that thing that you're doing.
True.
So I will be there to the extent of supporting. But other than that, that is not my crowd.
Yeah.
So I will minimize the number of times that I'm doing that for you. But there are moments that I will not be able to, and I will tell you, you know what, me, I cannot do that because it's just too much for me. And if I'm your friend, I should understand and know I will invite you to the things that are also aligned.
Yeah.
So you balance showing up for others and also saying, no,
Enough is
you don't
enough.
need permission to be you. You're like, I don't like that. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let me just be me. And also as you're being you, find other things that are now you.
True.
Because ukikaa pia utaanza kufeel, oh, I do not have community, or I do not nini. No,
but
God
because
find.
you already know that these are not my type, this is not my community, this is not what I want to align with, then you already
You're okay.
know. You already know where you belong.
I'd rather sleep than be there.
Be there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And also sometimes I feel like that thing of, well, sometimes we unintentionally put ourselves in situations that are not really for us because we've not understood why we are even there in the first place. There is a reason as to why you gravitate towards things that also deep down are not for you, but you're still there.
Yeah.
Like, kila mtu around you anaweza ona this is not for you, but you're still there. And I think that one is just some trauma kind of thing that happened.
Or a people-pleasing tendency, I think.
But also that people-pleasing comes from somewhere in your childhood. There's something that happened, like maybe a situation that now your system registered that as, you know what, even if you don't want to, you have to be here. You have to be, like you don't have a choice, you don't have a voice, so you just have to sit there. Not knowing that you're no longer in the same situation. Right now you're an adult, hakuna mtu atakupiga, you can just walk away. Because honestly, hautapigwa na mtu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So lastly, you said you don't have another point.
No,
I
no.
have a
Let me
last
see.
one.
Mm-hmm.
It says, focus on me, myself, and I. I realize that we always know what's happening with other people's businesses, but we actually don't know what's happening in our lives.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So when
You're minding other people's businesses, but your own.
yeah. So what that means is that you look at your life from a closer. You zoom in.
Yeah.
And you look at areas in your life where you need to improve, whether
Yeah.
it's your character, whether it's your, what is it in your life that needs building,
Yeah.
so that you can switch off the noise and focus in your life.
Mm.
And that way you're able to grow, to grow as a person,
Yeah.
to even grow in your own life,
Yeah.
So because mostly that means that you're going to be you're actually going to be in your own lane,
Yeah. Yeah.
and going in things or doing things that are going to elevate
you. Yeah. Actually,
instead of checking at Furaha is
what is Furaha doing?
She's bought a land.
There's sijui Christy and who on social media who have divorced. There's I don't know who and who. You're just filling your head with a lot of things that are not
helpful
for you, that are not helpful. And now that one has reminded me. But now that one I have learned during December and early this year.
Yeah.
Explore yourself.
Uh-huh.
Just explore yourself.
yourself.
If you explore yourself, you'll know. Okay, now that focuses you in minding your business and yourself. Just get to understand yourself, understand your patterns, understand your triggers, understand the areas for improvement, understand your strengths.
Yeah.
It's even if someone comes and tell you, I know Janet Toko, even if it's something you know, it cannot diminish you in any way, because now you know. Like, make it your sole purpose to explore yourself. Do you know you're not your name?
Yeah, true.
You're not your thoughts, because if it is you thinking the thoughts, and then there is you.
Yeah.
So there's a part that is you.
You're
So who is you? Just explore
but anyway,
it.
you guys, this is deep, but
Yeah.
This really makes sense. And this was wonderful. I really enjoyed shooting this episode.
I did as well. Yeah, I know sometimes can be sharing, but I'm glad we did this as the first episode.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So tell our viewers where they can find us.
You can find us on the Love Corner Show across all social media platforms. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok.
No, we are not yet on TikTok. We are on YouTube.
TikTok is coming soon.
Yes.
You really have to see the crazy dance moves that we do every time before we shoot. So we are coming on TikTok.
You're putting us on spot. I don't know how to dance. I can't dance to save my life, guys.
Well, you don't have to dance. I know you can walk. You can catwalk to save your life.
My life.
Yes, that's what I know you can do. So yes, you can follow us across all social media platforms, and we will be dropping our episodes every Friday of the week. So thank you.
So stay tuned, guys. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Kaluki and Facebook at Janet Kaluki.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, even LinkedIn. On Furaha Hesketh. Yes, that is my name across all social media platforms. Please engage with us, share with us. If you do have lessons also, share on the comment section.
Yes, guys. And in case you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and join the Love Corner Show family. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.